Okay, this is my final project with Memphis and Amber on our building Wi-Fi in downtown Macon. I'm going to go over the parts of the PowerPoint that I had and the project itself. So I focused on the wireless solution, um, about how we are going to use virtual subnetting to the VLANs. Um, we felt that those were more beneficial to security and used less equipment for the networking itself. And I thought that would be very important because when you're operating in a public space, you're not always going to have access to your hardware, which is kind of why we put it on the lamppost as well. But this just kind of like minimizes how much of the actual equipment is out and about in the city. Um, Memphis did 5 user classes, but I felt we were missing the business class. And so um, we added that one in for the kind of domains that we would use per class, and they would have different security levels and access levels and things like that. We did divide the VLANs into IT versus the management side, and then everybody else is broken down. We are connecting the VLANs with a trunk port to, again, minimize hardware and just make the equipment a little easier to streamline. These are the 10 things you need to know when subnetting. This was a part of mine as well. Um, you have to know the IP classification, the subnet mask, network ID, how many hosts are needed, how many networks are needed, the value bit, the CIDR, the network ID, the broadcast ID, and the range of hosts. And then, so this is my part as well. I always add my little cheat sheet because I'm not the best. We realized that with the VLANs, we need 6 broadcast domains. Those are the user classes. So we put them into the only formula that we have, which gives you n equals 3. That's 3 bits needed. Our given IP address was 10.20.30.0. The CIDR is /16, making the subnet mask 255.255.0.0. When you have a /16 CIDR, it kind of tells you where we're at. So we're, over here. First host goes up by 1, as you can see. This is the little like cheat sheet of getting the answer to what our network's starting with and things like that. So you obviously can't use the network or the broadcast, but I have the first host and the last host, and those are the subnets for our virtual local area networks that are in the Wi-Fi area. Okay, and then this is my last part of my task that I was in charge of. So Amber did the physical diagram of where the equipment would be. We decided to cover a pretty wide area, I felt like, especially since I'm from Macon. We went from St. Joseph's Catholic Church to the Tubman Museum, going west, the Bibb County Tag Office, and then to the right, the Bibb County Jail, just kind of trying to stay in this rectangle. We decided to keep our router and our switch kind of centralized. And again, I mentioned that there's the trunk port. Um, and then we used gateways and repeaters to just kind of extend out the Wi-Fi zone that we were covering. We felt that, just keeping them a lot popular wouldn't really help with Wi-Fi strength. They're not connected by wires or anything because they're virtual local area networks. So really the only thing that's being connected is the router and the switch. Then everything else is wireless. Okay. The rest are my lovely group members. This was definitely hard, but I felt like we did a great job. They're going to go over their other parts, and hopefully it all just really comes together. Thank you.